Good afternoon and good morning to all the viewers on YouTube. Special greetings to all the window cleaners and all the new viewers. Thank you. So today's topic's going to be window cleaning soap. So I've used, back in 1985, I started using Joy, and then I used another product called Mission. It was from a company called Mission. It was a yellow soap. It came in a gallon container. I've used Dawn, and then as the soap industry, the window cleaning industry became more creative, and Titan Products made a couple products called GG3 and GG4. The way it was explained to me was the GG3, the blue soap, had a wetting agent in it, and so as the glass would heat up after the sun would hit it, um, the soap would not evaporate, the water would stay wetter. It was transparent and it had a slick, smooth glide to it. The GG4, the yellow, the way my friend explained that to me is he would use that in restaurants. It worked better removing, a lot better removing the fingerprints. And with a little bit of suds, but not much. Um, so that's the way it was explained to me. I used it, I liked it, but I did notice it was hard to, you'd have to look at the glass very carefully because you could miss a spot and leave some holidays. It took more eye contact to look at the glass to make sure you squeegeed it all off. Um, so watching Facebook videos on window cleaners, being in a window cleaning group, the question always comes up, what's the best window cleaning soap? My answer is the one you like the best. Not everybody likes the same thing. Um, and I'm thinking about trying another product, something with more suds in it, because it is difficult to see if you miss something. A lot of window cleaners who are here on YouTube, who make a lot of videos and have a lot of experience and give a lot, are always giving reviews and stuff, and they definitely know what they're talking about. So listen to them as well, and just try different products, see which one you like. For me, the rule of thumb was using Dawn. I wouldn't use it unless it was 70 degrees or less, because maybe I used too much and it was going to dry up on the window. Does that make sense? Um, I watched this one guy's video, and he was saying some window cleaners who use Dawn, and I'm sure they're using a lot of it, when they close out, you look at the bottom of the track and you can blow bubbles. And I worked for a window cleaner, and it was the same thing. There was so much soap in the track and the ledge. It took quite, it took a while to clean all that, to mop that water up. So that's why I went to the Titan product. But just like you guys, we're always going back, we're trying something different, something new, or maybe we didn't pay as much attention to what we were doing before. After watching videos from YouTube videos from fellow window cleaners, things start to sink in and say, hey, you know what, let me go back and maybe I could try that again, or I could use less soap, or so on and so forth. So that's my experience. I did get a lot of compliments when I used the GG3. One customer asked me, "Man, did you use glycerin in the water, because the glass really did shine." Now I have a fellow window cleaner here, and he says he uses Dawn, and he says the customers they compliment him. So it's whatever you guys want to use. I'm going to try that the Sorbo soap, just so I could say, hey, I used it, I tried it, I got some experience. But back in the day, back in the 60s and even before the 60s, they used TSP. They didn't use any soap. You know what? They just didn't think of it, and that's why Joy was the first dish soap to be used within the window cleaning industry. I'm going to bring my Uncle Bentley on board on one of my videos, and he'll explain to you how they got to using Joy. I'll save that for him. But the one thing I was curious about, and nobody's done this as of yet, using, we'll say for those folks who don't like GG3 or GG4 because it just doesn't have any slip, or it's just not good enough for them. It just doesn't perform. I'd be interested to know what rubber they're using. My question or my thoughts are this: does that soap act differently with different rubbers? Because we know that not all rubbers are the same. I use the Tory, and I'm sure most folks out there use the same. So that's it. I don't really use any ammonia unless I'm inside a house where there's a smoker. I've tried it. It just dries out too quick. I know that vinegar works good on the outside, and so that's about it. If you guys have any tips or tricks, hey, leave a comment below in the box, and I'll certainly try it out, because it's all about being more efficient. And just remember, what works for one person isn't going to work for another person, because we all have different techniques, different tools, and different, we use different things. We use different tools. You guys are familiar with these, right? What else I got here? I got this one right here. You guys ever seen something like this? Different handles. I think I got one more in here. I got a couple more. So let's see, what else do we have in here? And then I got this black diamond rubber that was sent to me. So on these two right here, and on this, I'm sure there's different amounts of pressure we need to put on the glass in order to get a good result. Doesn't mean we have to put a lot of pressure, but what comes to mind is I was cleaning some windows for this gentleman, and he said he had a piano. He had a grand piano, and so I asked him, hey, what brand is it? And he mentioned the brand. I'd never heard of it before, and I told him that, and he said to me, he goes, that's I practice on that piano because the keyboard, it's really stiff. He goes, I use it as therapy because I got to really exercise my fingers. The point is that he plays another piano, but it's not, you know, you need a real soft touch. So yeah, just keep listening to all these good folks out here on YouTube, and hey, we'll master. It's like a chess match. We want to get this, we want to engineer the water off the glass with the less amount of strokes. It's called ergonomics. You know what? Ergonomics. It's like if there's any fighting fans out there, you know what, we want to get, you know, we want to see our man knock out the opponent in 1 or 2 punches. We don't want we don't want them to go 15 or, well, nowadays 12 rounds. Have a good day, and have a great weekend.